Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Free Flow. And today we have
Joe? I'm Joe.
I'm Deck. We're gonna talk about Linchpin, a book that I found on the side of the road.
No, actually I saw the book on the road first and he was like, oh, there's a book. And then you just jump in and said, oh, I want this book.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Anyway, we found a book that we like. It's called Linchpin. It's a book about educating people how to be indispensable in today's society. A lot of insights that I really enjoy. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're gonna do the book chapter by chapter for every video. So today we'll be doing the first chapter.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's just introduce the author of the book. It's Seth Godin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It looks really nice. The light.
Yeah, I like how it's holding on to power. It's
Yeah, it's
I've got the
holding
power in my
lightning.
hands.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it says, are you indispensable? How to drive your career and create a remarkable future. And that's exactly how it is, what it is, right? You know what drew me to this book?
What?
Is the back.
What
No, really, it's
did it say?
it's Linchpin is all about you.
Yeah.
Your choices, your future, and your potential to make a huge difference in whatever field you choose. Right? So it's telling you that it doesn't matter which field you have, but you need to have a certain mentality, a certain way of thinking. Right? You can't just choose something that you don't. It's not yours.
Yeah.
Right? You have to be yourself, and then you can start to work from there. Right? And it says that blah blah blah. There used to be two teams in every workplace: management and labor. Now there's a third team, the linchpins. These people invent, lead regardless of title, connect others, make things happen, and create order out of chaos. They figure out what to do when there's no rule book. They love their work and pour their best selves into it. Linchpins are the essential building blocks of great organizations. And in today's world, they get the best jobs and the most freedom. No, I like freedom. I like how do you get the best jobs? How do you get freedom?
Yeah.
Right. Have you ever found a shortcut that others missed? Seen a new way to resolve a conflict? Made a new connection with someone others couldn't reach? Then you have what it takes to become indispensable. Right. The next phrase. Only you can do it, and you must. Wow.
So actually you can say linchpin, they are not always the shining spotlight.
No.
People won't always see them.
No.
But they are indispensable. They have to be there. Right?
Do you know what a linchpin is?
No.
Remember that trailer that we have?
Yeah.
And then we hooked it on, and then we plugged something in.
Yeah.
And then there's a little pin that you put in there so that pin doesn't drop out.
Yeah.
That is the linchpin. Like on a wheelbarrow, sometimes on the wheels, you have this little pin where you secure your wheels to, and then there's a little hole for you to poke something in there, and then that's the linchpin hole. You poke it in and it secures everything.
So that means if you do without it, it cannot function properly.
Yes, something that's indispensable. It doesn't have to be out there, oh, I'm the wheel, I'm doing big things, but it's one small little thing that if you do without, everything will collapse. So you want to be
that one.
That linchpin. Right? So this book is teaching you how to be that linchpin.
So actually a housewife can be a linchpin. It's holding the whole family together. Right? That's her job. That's her career. That's what she has to do. She must do. She has to be there.
Well, that's the thing about this book.
Yeah.
It's talking about how everyone can be a linchpin.
Yeah.
In their own field. Not just like a housewife. If the whole organization are made up of people like that,
Yeah.
whoa.
But
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I like to think about, because when people think about linchpin, they want to be like, oh, so I'm like indispensable in my career. But your life it's not just your job. You have family, you have friends. Are you linchpin in those fields as well?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, so actually housewife, they need to be there. They are linchpin to the family. They hold the family together.
Yeah, and if you're the breadwinner,
Yeah.
you're the linchpin to the family because
Yeah.
you're working also. So
Yeah.
everyone has their own roles.
Mm-hmm.
Housewife, linchpin.
Yeah.
The breadwinner, linchpin. Doesn't have to be housewife, can be house
Yeah.
husband, anything. So in your field, whether you're doing anything, whether you're cleaning the toilet, whether you're
Yeah.
doing whatever, what can you do to become a linchpin to this organization?
It's almost like how much value you see on yourself in the field you're doing.
How much value? How much value
Because
you?
if you don't feel you are indispensable, means you devalue yourself, right? If you see yourself as a linchpin there,
Yes. So it comes to a vision that you
Yeah.
want to be indispensable,
yeah.
right? And then you're given the tools to become indispensable.
Yeah.
But then you first need to have the vision. Like,
Yeah.
I want to be indispensable. This is what I want.
Yes, I'm doing something that is very important.
No, that's why it says here, right? Only you can do it,
Yeah.
and you must. That's what it means.
Yes.
Because no one else can do you. No one else can make you a linchpin. Only you can become a linchpin yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you should be indispensable to yourself as well.
That's right. That's
Not
right.
just to the external world. You should be indispensable to yourself as well.
That's true. All right. What's the first chapter for this?
From
Where did you
introduction.
read?
I read from. Hang on, let me see. I read from introduction and the new world of work. That's what I read at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a slow reader. I have so many things to read. Yeah. So those
Right.
are the two things I read.
So what did you get out of the book? Let's just put the book down.
Oh, what did I get? It's like, because during my childhood, right, there's a change from an old perspective of how you see yourself, and there's a transition to the world that I live now. Before it was like, okay, so you just need to find a stable job. You don't need to think too much, and you just want to earn some income to support yourself to have a good life. And so you don't find your value there. You just follow the rules. But nowadays, it's not all about the rules anymore. You don't want to follow the rules. You want to jump outside the box to rethink everything in another way. So it's like, oh, okay. It's almost like I'm experienced the transition from the old pattern to the new one. Does it make sense? So from dispensable to a linchpin.
So you're living. Let me get what you're trying to say. You're trying to say that you're living in fear. That
Not
you
living
know.
in fear.
Let me
Okay.
finish. Like you're living in fear that if you don't work hard, you don't do well, you don't do stuff, that you'll be outdated.
Yeah.
That people will not want you.
Yeah.
That you're dispensable.
Yeah.
But now you're trying to shift from a place whereby you're dispensable to a place where you're indispensable by changing your thoughts and the way that you approach things. Does it make sense? Or maybe
Yeah.
that viewpoint, like in the past, it's like fear. That's why, oh, I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this.
Because that's the only way I get
You grow up.
exposed to. Yeah. And then it's like I'm experiencing the transition of the world. Before it was let's say when I was 10 years old. At that time, the world is still like, you just need to find a stable job. You just follow the rules. Everyone will take care of you. You don't need to worry about the future. But Then until now I'm 30, nearly 31. But since I was like 25, I can feel the change. Is that the world is not like that anymore.
Yeah.
And the old generation, they're complaining about the new generation because they don't follow the rules. They will just give you shit. I don't want to do it. Does it make sense? So it's like, oh, okay. So everyone is changing. Everyone is trying to find their indispensable value in their work. Yeah.
So what does this have to do with the first?
Because the first chapter, let's just skip the introduction.
Okay. Which is the first?
The new world of work.
Mm.
So it was talking about before people just want cheap stuff, and if you want to make more money, you just want laborers that they follow the rules.
You want drones.
Yeah, you want drones.
People don't think too much. They just
Yeah.
do. So you are the boss.
Yes.
I want this,
Yeah.
so that I can hire people who don't need to think.
Yeah.
Who are just doing.
Yeah.
I can pay them cheap because they don't have to use the brains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they don't have that indispensable.
And then you become one of the drones. If you are willing
Yeah.
to be hired by this guy
Yeah.
to do this work,
Yeah. Then you become them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's also come from the value that we only want cheap stuff. We want fast stuff. Then it's like, okay, then we give you what you want. And then we make ourselves dispensable by the way we buy things, we perceive things. Does it make sense?
so if you are spending, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? You're not just spending, you have to recognize the value and
Yeah.
then to be able to spend. If it's cheap things, you have to be quite mindful. Oh,
Yeah.
what am I paying for, you know?
Yeah.
Am I paying for these labor commercialized items? Oh, or should I be paying for quality stuff and that people has put in a lot of value in it?
Yeah.
Does make sense?
Yes.
So that brings me to another point.
Mhm.
When I just came back from Singapore for Chinese New Year, and I had a chat with my brother one of these days. I found out that he recently resigned from his company. So he was working at quite a high end position. He was working at quite a high position in his job. But you know, like most corporate jobs are just corporate jobs. You get outed up very fast.
Yeah.
And when I was asking him, why did you resign? Like you could have kept your job. Why did you even resign? Right? They didn't retrench you. They didn't fire you. You resigned.
Oh really? He
Yeah.
resigned.
They asked you to resign, and you resigned.
Oh, they asked
They
him
asked
to
him.
resign.
They asked him to resign. It's
So
like-
if they didn't ask him, he won't resign.
Well,
is that-
I think he's already foreseeing it. He already foresaw that. Okay, I'll be outed soon. I'll be asked to resign soon. So he was ready for it. And then when he got asked, he didn't want to stay. And for me, it's like, why? Because I haven't worked in a proper environment, like
Yeah.
a corporate environment before. I've only worked as a coach, you know, freelancing and doing all this stuff. I haven't worked in a big company like that. Right? And his answer to me was that, no, there's no point. You can stay, you can still get paid, but they'll give you a job that you don't like and they'll make things hard for you.
I see.
You know?
So
Yeah.
you're like forcing yourself in an environment you are not supposed to stay.
Yes.
Then you just get shit things.
No, the thing is the thing that inspired me so much was just the way he thought about it. It's like you're in this job that you love, but because of politics, you're driven into a corner where you can't excel, where you become stagnant. And then the next thing he said was, it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous to stay stagnant.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
crying
quite
now.
amazing,
There's so
you know?
many goosebumps on me. I want to cry. I'm so touched by what he said. I'm like,
It's so
Oh.
amazing that as a person that worked in a big company like that, he's able to see all this coming, and he's able to respond to it in a very outstanding way.
outstanding is the right word.
Yeah.
Outstanding is the right
It's
word.
like no point staying there. I know if I resign, I will have no income. I have family to raise,
Yeah.
but I still need to go. I still need to leave.
Yeah, I can't let this thing constrain me because I want growth.
Yeah.
It's not, it's the job satisfaction, is whatever I'm giving to the world that appeals to me. You know, that inspires me to do more.
Yeah.
But if I'm in a company, if I'm in a place where I can't
Yeah.
explore that, I can't give my best,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm constantly in a very negative position where things is made very hard for me.
Yeah.
You know, I can't stand up straight
Yeah.
and look people in the eye. I'll be pushed down, and I'm constantly doing one of these like.
I
It's
see.
very bad. It's very bad.
I see. Oh.
So then having that chat with him, right, it was very inspiring for me. It's very heart opening up for me because he used to discipline me a lot,
Yeah.
and the way that he disciplined me in the past was a very traditional Asian. Whack, kena whack. Wow, I got whacked so many times. Wanna die or what?
I see.
And then when I look at him now, the way he treats his kids, because he's a lot older than I am, they used to punish me and discipline me. Now look at him when he's kids. He's so nice to the kids. He will read books to them to sleep. He'll spend time with them. And I'm like, oi, not fair. It's not fair. What like that?
He was only like, how old was he? 11, 12?
Well, he's 11 years older than I am.
Yeah.
But you know what? I've never actually thought of it that way, like not fair. Sometimes I do, I think it's not fair. But then I'm also more curious about how things can be better. How things, it's not just about me anymore. His experience then was he was young, he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't have that thing. As an 11-year-old kid, you have to take care of a baby, and then, you know, when they've grown up, when I was a teenager,
Yeah.
how would he handle me? Right? And all he wants me to do is to stay out of trouble. Do homework, do all this, do all that.
Yeah.
And that I don't care. Right? You don't get into trouble, that's it.
Yeah.
You don't do things that your mom and dad is pissed off about. They don't disturb me, I don't care.
It's more like when he was young, right? It's more about he's being assigned some job. It's not his job.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's like, I'll just do it in a shit way, as long as I don't get into trouble.
That's right.
That's
you don't,
fine.
just don't get me into trouble,
Yeah.
and you're good.
Yeah.
If I get into trouble, I get.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also right, I also noticed that when he was with other people, when he was leading other people, found that was the best version of himself. But when he came home, it wasn't. There was no patience, there was no whatever, there was no interaction. So then when he was outside, people would give him very good reviews like, oh, you inspire me so much, do this. Then at home, it's like, oh, fuck's happening? You cannot whack for nothing, you don't even
Because
teach me properly.
it's
What's
not
this?
something what he wants to do. Maybe that's why.
No, but then that's the thing. Then I've noticed that, oh, okay, actually it's like that. Right? And then every time I go home, I'll hang out with them, I'll notice what he does, I'll just watch, observe. And I think I picked it up from him also, because a lot of times he's a very chill person. Sometimes he'll just look and observe. So then I'm picking up a lot of this kind of energy from him sometimes. Yeah. And then I would very much say that he's a linchpin kind of person. And after reading the book, I look at people in different ways. This guy, especially the things that he said, you know, that fighting spirit about, I don't want to be in a company where I'm giving shit to, I cannot grow. I rather quit and find my own things. So for the last 2 months, he has been doing some soul searching. That's what he says.
Soul searching.
Soul searching, spiritual growth, coming to himself, spending less time out there, but more involved in the family, more inside. Not too troubled by work and
Yeah.
everything. Take a break. After so long, man, he's been working so long, so hard. He spent so much time on the family. He's been just taking care of everything, everyone in the family. Right? And I'm like, wow, how the hell do you have so much time and energy to contribute to all this? And for me, it's like, yeah. But he said he was a people person.
People person.
Yeah,
What's
so he
that
likes
mean?
to service. He likes to service other people.
So he likes to take care of people. He's more of a herd.
Yeah, like a
The
herder.
leader
Yeah, the
of the
leader.
herd.
That's right.
Ah, I see. Interesting.
Yeah. So then watching him, right, and then also taking on that mentality. Okay, it's not about the things that he does, but the things he does is very much influenced by who he is as a person. Like he knows that he is like that. So when he moves, it's effortless. Doesn't have to think about it.
So he know himself already.
Yeah, he's like, I'd rather be doing this. Okay, then I do this. Okay, do this.
I see.
Right, and that's what this book addresses a lot about as well. Like what's in the first
In
chapter?
the first
What did
chapter,
he say?
actually, he did talk about a lot of the work now, like where were you when the world changed? So that's what I was saying. The factory system. I used to live in a world like that, but after 10 years, it's like no, it's not like that anymore.
Actually, it has never been like that.
I think during the industrial period, revolution, there was a period that's what was like that because people get new jobs from the factories, yeah, and they are conditioned to be like that because that's how they make a living. Because everyone just want everything to be faster, cheaper. So
Production.
so you want to have that amount to serve all of them. Yeah. But then it's almost like it's going up to a plateau, and then from there we need to change. People start to go into a more individualistic perspective. Does it make sense?
I know that in the past people like good things, quality stuff. So
In the
things.
past, when was that? The past?
Maybe before industrialization. And people like quality stuff.
Yeah.
You know, computers, fans, everything is built to last. And then there was a period of time where everything was built to dispose. The disposable, the age of disposable.
Yeah. You
And
can
then-
change laptop in 2 years, phone in 2 years.
Yes. And then now people are noticing the sustainability of things, and then they are trying to cut down on this disposable stuff, more
Yeah.
eco-friendly, environmental friendly. It's changing, it's evolving.
Yeah.
But then I think the idea of the linchpin is the same. Whereas
Yeah.
this is sustainability and quality stuff.
So you want something that is, how do I say it? You put a lot of effort in, or you express yourself in a unique way. But I was talking to a student this morning in my class. He's an artist, and he's like he's been drawing for quite a while, but to do art as a career, it's only like 20 years, and he's like 60 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, 60, 70
What art was he
years
doing?
old. Painting, just drawing painting.
Murals or what?
No, like so his art is more colorful, very spacious. So he used different materials to make them, not just paint. There was one that hang in the studio, which is quite nice. But he was saying that artists priceless. You put your effort, you put your thoughts, you put your creativity inside. If people see that, people will see that there are some people, they're willing to see the value from an original art. Yeah. And that's how you find your value there. But you have to believe, you have to push through the hard time.
Yeah, so in part of this chapter, right, it says art and initiative and who's an artist now. So that's talking about.
Is it? Is
Yeah.
it right? Oh yeah, the Seth story. I remember that one. So that guy was just sitting there giving a cheaper price so he can get the job. Is it?
No, I think it's just talking about the value of art. Like, if everyone is just being a drone, then no one's gonna come out with new things. The artists are the ones that will explore, to poke things, to just follow out of it, to be out of whatever is happening here.
Yeah.
But they're just the one drifting and exploring.
Yeah.
Right? They're just curious. They want to make things.
So
But who's gonna pay them? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? People have to pay these people to innovate. They have to give time for art to bloom, to blossom.
Yeah.
Art sometimes is organic. So for some people, they take 10, 20 years to create something that is so good. But it's okay, they take their time.
Yes.
But some art is just constant. Some people constantly work on something.
Yeah.
And maybe these people are, the slow artists are the ones that is constantly working on something, but just in a longer span,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. They do it without pressure.
Yeah. And good art has to come, no, I wouldn't say good art has to come without pressure. Certain art has to come without pressure. Everything is, I believe everything is an art. So if under pressure, it's still an art. The art of producing stuff, mass producing stuff, that is still an art.
True.
The art of making quality stuff is still an art. But who is going to pay them for it? And if no one pays them for it, then they can't share their art with the world.
Yes. People need to support it. But who's going to support it before
Exactly.
they get found?
Anyway, I think that's pretty much what
The first chapter.
the first chapter is about.
Yeah.
It's about talking about art, the hierarchy of production, how people want to produce more, get drones. Sorry, it's raining, it's pouring like mad.
It's like
After 2.5 months of fire and haze, we've got
huge rain.
it's like the apocalypse or what. It's
Yeah.
just pouring.
Typhoon.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's talking about what is the new world of work. Like the people, the type of people that are working in this new world, and how people should appreciate artists more.
Oh yeah.
I feel like.
You know when you say the artists, they take their time to do their anything, can be a work or something. It's almost like they're accumulating their value through that time. So the more you accumulate, it's like you're feeding or raising a kid. So then when it comes out, it's like really, really good.
Some things you can't rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like nurturing your artwork every day, like feeding it.
But I cannot feed too much of it.
Yeah, so you feed a little bit.
You need to find the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like taking time, then it become very nice.
Maybe for people who enjoy the whole process, the fullness of everything, the beauty of just this thing, the beauty of people taking. Maybe the art is just patience, the patience to get that thing
Yes.
done as full as possible, and not just okay, I get things done, that's it.
Yeah.
Because I also enjoy people like that. I know a few people who are very resourceful. They don't care about perfection.
Yeah.
They care about, oh, I can make things, I can find things, I'll grab. If I get in a pinch, I'm resourceful.
Yeah.
That's an art. Okay. But then to be exposed out there, to be able to do this, takes a long time as well.
Yeah.
They're not just straight away. They need to want to expose and take
Yeah.
their time to say to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Resourceful or cannot, never mind, I'll just do first. Because they don't care about results. If they don't do,
Mhm.
results will be bad. If they do, results might be bad.
Yeah.
But then there's a chance of it turning out well.
Yeah.
So they're like, fuck it, I'll
Let's
just do it.
try.
Yeah, let's just try it first. Let's just do it first. And then they don't think too much about it.
Mhm.
Then they accumulate their knowledge, which
Mm.
then they can use in the future.
So basically, they put more faith on the successful
Not
side,
faith,
not the failure part. They put more their attention more on the
sometimes it's-
chance of success.
Sometimes it's statistics.
Well,
Like poker, good poker players,
Yeah.
as long as they have 0.1% to win,
Mhm.
they'll go for it. Even
Yeah.
if the odds are 49.9 to
Yeah.
50.1,
They will still go.
they'll
for
be
it.
like, okay, there's a chance, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Because your odds are just a little bit higher,
Yeah.
don't care, just go first.
Mm.
So it's like,
Yes.
that's why it's so exciting, you know.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Mm.
Is there anything more you want to add to the
I don't think now for this book because the first chapter is just like
introduction?
it's almost like guide you through how you can change your mind from old to the new one.
No, it's showing you what the
Yeah.
world is now and the world
Yeah.
can be.
When is this?
So setting
book
the story,
published,
is it?
though? Yeah, it's almost like setting the story. When is it published?
Maybe at the start. Okay, anyway,
Yeah.
that's all we have for today.
Yes.
And you can look for Joanne. Joanne's a yoga teacher.
Yeah, you can find me find your place on Instagram.
How do you spell it?
YOPLACE. Yeah, your place.
And you can find me at Dek Akrokaki. DEKACROKK.
Mm.
Alright, see you.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.